Hi everyone, shall we have a catch up? It's so weird, I haven't done this in so long, and I also don't know if I've ever started a vlog with absolutely no makeup on, so apologies if that gave you a shock. My skin is actually really nice at the moment, except I've had like this flare up of perioral dermatitis, which is so annoying, and I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to some of like the skincare or makeup I'm using, and I'm waiting for an allergy test. I've been really feeling the urge to just come and have a chat and a catch up with you guys. Like, I never wanted to leave YouTube forever, I just didn't want it to be all that I am. If anyone's confused, I will link a video that I posted last year just explaining how I wanted my relationship with YouTube to change. And obviously you guys haven't seen very much of me this year, on YouTube at least. I've been really trying to stay active on Instagram, especially on my stories, like on a day-to-day basis, and I do post on the other short form video app as well, which I really enjoy because I feel like it's less pressure than YouTube, because you can create a video that's 1 minute, not like 45 minutes. Anyway, I was starting to feel a little bit low about the end of summer, about the shorter days and the darker days, and I put on my story like, what do you do to get over this like autumnal seasonal depression? And so many people said, well, I used to watch your videos, or I watch your old videos, and oh my gosh, my heart. And so I kind of scrolled through some of my videos, like how to romanticize autumn from last year and my Disney vlog, and I did feel a little bit wistful because, you know, I've spent literally my entire 20s on YouTube. Like, that is actually crazy, and I do think it's natural for me not to want to do that like consistently anymore and have a change, but at the same time there are so many happy memories, and it used to make me feel really good, and then it stopped feeling good, so I stopped. Having the time away from the platform and having the space to just be me and not be worrying constantly like every single day about filming, yeah, it's been pretty life-changing, and I'm really happy. And whilst I'm not quite ready to give that up just yet, I have been really missing you guys, and I just wanted to come and check in, spend some time with you, and hopefully I'm going to do this a few times over the next few months. I've got some decorating projects that I want to do in the flat, and yeah, I just want to stay present with you guys, and I think we can all agree it's been far too long. So I'm not going to talk anymore without doing some makeup, because I just can't look at myself anymore with no makeup on my face. I am so grateful and lucky. Charlotte Tilbury sent me a top up of like all of my favorite products, because you guys know that I basically only use Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so the first thing they've sent me is the brow lift in the shade taupe, which is such a good color for blonde brows. So I think the last like actual vlog that I posted was in March, so yeah, a really long time ago. Can I just say, look, they call it brow lift, like look how this product actually lifts your brow. I don't actually know how it does that, like it's literally just a pencil, but look at the difference. I honestly feel like March, like that LTK gala which was in the March vlog, honestly just feels like a lifetime ago at this point. Like, I've done so much this summer and just had such a fun time, like so many highlights. I went on a family holiday with JJ's family to Saint-Tropez in June, which was amazing. I've had 3 big Flossy launches since March as well, and we shot the summer collection in Paris, which I really wish that I'd vlogged, honestly. Like, I need someone to come on these shoots with me purely for the purpose of vlogging though, because I have absolutely no time to vlog, and I always get so sad because the shoots are always actually end up being really fun, even though I stress about them so hard. I've got one coming up in a couple of weeks as well, and I'm really feeling so anxious about it. By the way, I've just literally started yesterday this Forever Glow Veil primer from Dior, because I've kind of like been keeping it in my drawer because it's so pretty, and then I'm like, Freddie, you need to stop doing that. You need to actually use the products or they're going to go off. Oh my gosh, it smells so nice, and it's not burning my skin, because I always get scared now, like when I use a new product, if it's just gonna like set my skin on fire, because I seem to be so sensitive to everything right now. This is the new skin product that Charlotte Tilbury launched this summer, I think, and it's the Unreal Skin Tint. It's so good. I've seen people like not say great things about this online, and I just do not understand it. Like, it is quite low coverage. You need to be having like a good skin day when you use this, and I will just pop like a little bit of concealer on any like really obvious blemishes, but seriously, it's the most beautiful product. It makes your skin just look perfect, like really natural, really glowing. I would say for me it's probably more of a summer product than a winter, but on a day like today when I'm not actually going out, I don't need a full coverage foundation. Okay, this, thank goodness they have sent me a new one, because this is my all-time holy grail product. Someone actually messaged me about this on Instagram the other day saying they'd bought it on my recommendation and couldn't believe how life-changing it was. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish, and it's a little color correcting concealer. And I love this because I am like quite happy with my skin generally, like when it's not flaring up. But the one thing I hate is the like purple bluey bits under my eyes. It really bugs me, but this just completely gets rid of it once and for all. I mean, look, it literally just instantly makes you look 10 times more awake, 10 times more alive. I'd say it's probably my biggest insecurity. Like if I could have surgery to get rid of that, like that, then I would. Recently, I have heard about a new treatment that you can get under your eye that can reduce the appearance of that blue purple skin. So I am definitely looking into that because, like I said, it is my biggest insecurity on my face. This is the contour wand. They did send me this as well, but I haven't quite run out of mine yet, so I'm just gonna use my old one. One of like the best things of the year was my trip to Italy with JJ for Amy's wedding. If any of you guys remember Amy, well, not remember her because she's still very much online, but remember her from like my old vlogs when we used to go on trips together. She's still one of my best friends. She has two gorgeous little girls called Harper and Sienna, and she got married in Italy in the lakes this summer, and it was just the best trip. Like I just had the best holiday. We stayed in the cutest hotel, and it wasn't like even the most luxurious or most expensive hotel, but it was so pretty. It was all pink and like vintage, and I cried when we left because I just had the nicest time. I would absolutely go back there on holiday in a heartbeat. We also went to Pisa and Florence because we got invited, well I got invited to Andrea Bocelli's yearly concert in his own theatre in Tuscany, which was incredible. But I don't feel like I would go, like I'm glad I went to Pisa and Florence because I'd never been, but I don't feel like I need to go again now I've been. Whereas the lakes are just the most magical place. Like I loved it. I think it's European cities in summer though. For me, like it was just too hot. I could not breathe the whole time, even in the lakes as well. Like Amy's wedding, oh my god. Just don't get married in Italy in August. Go in June, go in September. Do not go in July and August. Sorry, I just had to shut the window because the gardeners just came and they're blowing the leaves everywhere. So if I ever use a makeup product that is not Charlotte Tilbury, it really speaks volumes because I just automatically go to everything Charlotte Tilbury. But this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush in the shade Southbound. Honestly guys, this is for me like the perfect shade of blush because I don't like them too red or too pink or like too peach, you know? I just want like a really pretty pale flush of colour that looks really natural, and that's exactly what this does. So another major life update to share with you guys that I've been kind of nervous to tell you because I don't know why I always get a little bit weird about sharing personal life stuff online, but it's not really that big a deal, but it kind of is to me. So JJ actually moved in with me this year, at the start of the year actually, so it's been like 9 months. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, by the way. So he moved in at the start of the year, and I was a little bit nervous about it because this is our first time living together. Even though he was practically living with me, it wasn't official and I still had a lot of time to myself. And I really enjoy my time to myself. I love being by myself. Like I was an only child for 11 years. I'm just very used to my own company, and I was worried that like, I don't know, he would really annoy me or irritate me because I'm also quite an irritable person. I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my personality flaws. Oh my gosh, sorry, look at my Film Star Bronze and Glow. It's so abused because I only really use the contour shade because I really love the liquid highlighter, so I never really use this, which is so annoying because I don't know what to do with this once the bronzer runs out, if I should just like get rid of it. Yeah, I just didn't know how it was gonna go, but it's honestly been amazing. I love living together. It's the absolute best. I wish I'd done it sooner, but then at the same time I am really happy that I had my almost 2.5 years of living by myself. I think that was really important for my development, I guess, and just my life. Like when I look back on it, I'm really glad that I had that girly time by myself. And yeah, I mean, it's all worked out for the best. This is the said liquid highlighter, by the way. This is the Spotlight Beauty Wand. This is kind of old now, and I've used this. I don't think I've ever not used this and the contour one since they came out. But yeah, it's so nice him being here. I guess the only drawback is I had to empty an entire wardrobe, and you know, occasionally like he has stuff around and I'm like, JJ, no, you can't have more than 3 of your personal possessions out of their assigned cupboard at one time. And he's like, but Freddie, your stuff is everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, but my stuff goes. My stuff isn't boy stuff. Boy stuff is ugly. Poor JJ. But honestly, like, we have the best time. He's actually away this week, which I was a bit sad about because it's one of his first like longer trips since we've been living together, and I was a bit anxious about it. But honestly, like, as soon as he'd gone, I was like, oh, I'm gonna tidy, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna change the bedding, I'm gonna light all of my candles, and I'm just gonna have a nice chill girly time. And it's been great. But yeah, love him being here. It's honestly the best. And it's funny because I never thought that I would be the kind of person that could ever get lonely. Like, I never feel lonely. I like being alone. It's just the way I am. But when he moved in and like when I got used to him being around all the time, I felt so unlonely that I was like, oh, maybe I was lonely before and I didn't realize it. It's not sad because, you know, this week when I'm by myself, like, I am absolutely loving it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to him coming home. But I have a thing, and I actually think I need to make like a whole separate like TikTok or YouTube short about this, but I have a thing where I like truly believe that couples should sleep in separate beds. I just think if it worked for the Queen and it worked for the British aristocracy, then it can work for me. We just have very different sleeping conditions. I will say that. I think everyone has different sleeping conditions, and if you have like exact same sleeping conditions as your partner, then you've basically won the lottery, because I think that it's quite unusual. JJ likes to be cool in bed, and he likes to be very like free with the duvet and stuff, whereas I'm the opposite. I like to be hot. I put my heated blanket on, my heated sheet, even in summer, even in heat waves, because it helps me sleep. I also really like to sleep with a weighted blanket because I like the feeling of like being crushed, like I can't move in bed, and he cannot stand that. So I did make a compromise. So now I've taken away my weighted blanket, but I do still have like a really heavy blanket that I cannot sleep without. Like, I can't just sleep with like a flappy duvet. It makes me feel sick. Again, thank goodness they have sent me a new Pillow Talk lip liner, because I wear this every single day. But yeah, we just have very different like optimal sleeping conditions. And honestly, it opens a wider question. Like, at what point in history did we decide that just because you, like, I don't know, fall in love with someone or in a relationship with someone, you should suddenly share a bed? Like, why is that a thing? Why is sharing a bed a thing? I actually want to know the history of it. Like, it probably is something like religious, to do with marriage, you know, and something that's probably very outdated and archaic, and we just go along with it because that's what we know, when actually for most people would have a better night's sleep if they slept in their own bed. And I will die on that hill. But we still do it anyway because there's no room for a spare bed. So we suffer. We don't really suffer, we make it work. I only put the heated sheet on my side of the bed, and the rest I don't really know. That's me all done. And what else is there to update you on? I mean, I guess the big one is I turned 30 in September. I actually had the best month like of my life. It was the best. Like, my birthday celebrations took up like an entire week, and then the following weekend my best friend, it was her 30th, and she also got engaged. She got engaged wearing a Flossy dress, and we just literally can't get over it. Like, it was the best. And then the week after that, JJ turned 30, and his birthday celebrations were like a week long as well. I know you guys are always very keen to see what I got for my birthday, and I just don't really feel like as a 30-year-old it's appropriate to do a what I got for my birthday video. But seeing as we're here, I will show you some of my presents in this vlog. But you know what? It was just a jolly good month, and it was the best way to end what had been a really great summer. I'm just really grateful for this year, and it's really kind of showed me how, like, it set the tone of how I want my 30s to be, because I feel like my 20s has been amazing. Like, I've seen and done so much and had so many good times, but I've also spent a lot of it feeling anxious, feeling depressed, feeling down, feeling low, feeling bad, and I kind of refuse to do that anymore. I think when you do turn 30, I'm so wise now clearly, but when you do reach a milestone, I think it does make you reflect and it does make you look forward, and I just think that, you know, I'm gonna prioritize different things, and one of those things is just being happy, because we only get to be on this planet once, we only get to be young once, and I feel sad sometimes that I did spend a decent chunk of my youth feeling not good, and I'm gonna make sure, or I'm gonna do my best at least, to leave that in the 20s. Okay, I feel like we've caught up a bit now. I feel good. Let's just spend a chill, cozy day together. I got some flowers. I've got to show you my flowers. Guys, can you even believe that these flowers were only £6 in Waitrose? I swear, like, I should probably gatekeep this. But Waitrose have the best flowers, and they don't have them every time. Some of their roses are puny and not good, but sometimes they have these, they're long stem foundation roses. And look at this gorgeous colour, like actual perfection. There's 15 roses, and I just cannot get over that these were only £6, and look how beautifully they've bloomed. They've bloomed so big and full. You do kind of have to do a few little tricks to make them look like this. So if you want me to show you guys how I kind of make the most out of my supermarket roses, then let me know, because yeah, I just think this looks exquisite. They look so much more expensive. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of the presents that I got for my birthday. This is not every little last thing that I got. My friends and family are very generous, and I got lots of lovely chocolates and candles and all of my most favourite things. But I'm going to show you my really favourite special gifts. Okay, I have to start with this that my best friend Daisy made me, because it's so special. She basically put together this book of these pictures of us ever since we were very young. I'm just going to go to the first page and, like, oh, she wrote me a really lovely letter. Oh my god, these are some of our oldest pictures together from when we were, I think, 13. We have been friends for basically 2/3 of our life almost, so we really do have so many pictures that go so far back. I'm just trying to find one where there's like not other people in, because they might not want me to show. Here is a really cute one from our GCSE results day. So that was very special, of course. Oh my gosh, it's too heavy to lift up, but I got a lovely Fortnum & Mason hamper from my Flossy business partners, which is filled with some very lovely things. There's a rose petal reed diffuser and a rose petal candle. Seriously, look how gorgeous that candle is. Like, it's just so me, the pink and gold. There's also all of these yummy chocolates inside, champagne truffles, ruby salted caramel truffles, like literally all of my favorite things, and a stunning bottle of pink champagne. So I was very grateful for that, because I've had this magnum of pink champagne in my flat for ages, and we drank the whole thing on my 30th birthday. I also got another bottle of pink champagne from the lovely ladies at Elizabeth Arden, and can you even see that? It's upside down. It says Freddie turns 30 on the tin, which is so adorable. Like, that is such a special keepsake. And oh my god, wait till you see these, guys, you're gonna absolutely die. My granny bought me these absolutely spectacular vintage candlestick holders. Like, can you even get over how cute they are? I just can't. They are stunning, totally just one of a kind. And then they also came with the matching little like trinket dish, which is like a side dish for a side table, you know, but it's just so pretty with the bow, goes so well with my flat, and I just love how totally unique and one of a kind and beautiful they are. Like, I'm obsessed with stuff like that in my flat. I honestly find that, like, when I'm trying to buy furniture or accessories for my flat, I never find anything that I like from like any furniture or home accessories shop. The only place I have a good chance of getting anything that I like is either HomeSense or literally boot fairs and charity shops. Oh, and my parents got me this absolutely beautiful necklace, which I really wanted. I wanted like a special piece of gold, solid gold jewellery for my 30th birthday that I could just wear every single day. And I love initial jewellery, but I feel like F is such a difficult letter. But I think when you find an F in like the perfect cursive font, it's just stunning. And this one kind of looks like a treble clef in music, which I love, so I've been wearing this every single day. It's my favourite. They also bought me a really beautiful cabinet, secondhand obviously, because I don't like anything new, and upcycled it for me to match my lounge. So I'll show you that today as well, because I haven't organised it yet. Like, I haven't put anything in it. It's kind of like a display cabinet, so we need to like come up with a cute arrangement, so we can do that in today's vlog too. Oh my gosh, I also have to show you these gifts that Zoe, who does my social media for Flossy now, got me. These are such gorgeous, thoughtful gifts. The first one is this beautiful F brooch, which is just perfect for me. Again, it's like the perfect cursive font. It has little diamantes in, it's gold, and I just think that's absolutely perfect. And she's from Yorkshire, so she got me this beautiful Queen Elizabeth soap from the Yorkshire Soap Company, which is a beautiful shop I've been in a few times because some of my family also lives in Yorkshire. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, love it. Okay, so now for my presents from JJ, which both totally blew me away because he also really spoiled me on my birthday day as well. We had the best day ever. We went for afternoon tea at the Ritz, and we also did this like Alice in Wonderland themed virtual reality escape room, because escape rooms are my favorite thing, but I swear to God we have done every single one in London. Like, I just don't think there is any stone left unturned. So now we've graduated to virtual reality, which I don't really like usually because it's very boyish, like it's a lot of like shooting or zombies, and I just don't like it. But he found an Alice in Wonderland themed one and it was so much fun. Here are my presents. So this is very special because when I was in Disneyland in April for Coco's 18th with Coco and my mum, we stayed in the Disneyland Pink Princess Hotel, and it was a dream come true. And there is a shop in the hotel that at the time you could only go into if you were a hotel guest. I think they've changed it now, and I think anyone can go and visit the shop. But this piece of merchandise is so exclusive that you're only allowed to buy, I think, 1 or 2 at a time, because people sell them online because they're so sought after, because you can only get them from the hotel shop. And I was going to buy one on our trip. Stupidly, I waited until we were about to leave because I didn't want to waste any park time, and they had all sold out and I missed my chance, and I was absolutely devastated. So JJ pulled his contacts and worked his Disney magic and got me the Disneyland hotel clock. Honestly, this is a if you know you know kind of situation, but it's very expensive, and it's, I feel like, a kind of Disney collector's piece. And it's just very special to me because I have loved the Disneyland Paris Princess Hotel literally my whole life, like since I was 7. My mum said that when I was 7 we stayed in like one of the cheap hotels, and I was like looking wistfully and longingly at the Princess Hotel, and she felt so bad. So then when I was a little bit older and Coco was born, we all went to stay there as a family, and I was so happy. And then I've gone back again twice this year, and it's just so perfect and happy, and it smells gorgeous, and there's princesses walking around, and it's pink, and it's just the best place in the world. I want to live there. So now I get to have a little piece of it at home with me. I could actually cry looking at this. It's so perfect. So this is basically like a replica of the actual clock tower at the Disneyland Hotel, and it's really heavy. Like, it's actually a good quality piece of Disney merchandise, because I feel like a lot of the stuff you get now is plastic and just not as good as it used to be. But this is like old standard Disneyland merch quality. Like, it's amazing. And just look how beautiful it is. You've got Tinkerbell on the little wind chime, and Mickey on the face, and Mickey's hands. I don't know, it's just such a special gift that I will have like in my flat, in my house forever. Maybe it will go in like my children's rooms one day, on the mantelpiece. Yeah, I just couldn't believe that he got this for me, and yeah, it's just the best. And it doesn't even end there. Like, gosh, I was spoiled on my 30th. JJ said it will not be like this every year, it's just because you're turning 30. And I'm like, yeah, wink wink. But wow, he must love me very, very much, because I got a little something from Chanel. It's a pair of shoes, and these also have a story. Everything always has a story. Basically, when JJ and I were in Florence in July, I saw these shoes in the window and I was like, oh my god, they are to die for. They're my shoes. They're me. They're mine. So we went in and tried them on, and they were wonderful. And JJ said, would you like me to buy them for your birthday? But this was July, and at this point I hadn't even thought about my birthday. And if I'm being completely honest, it was like 38 degrees. I'd had about 4 limoncellos, because that was the only thing to do to keep alive in Florence, was to sit down in air-conditioned bars and have a limoncello spritz. So I was a bit drunk, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know if I want him to buy them now, because what if I'm just drunk, and what if like we get home and I don't like them that much, or what if they're really uncomfortable and I just can't feel it right now because I'm drunk? Like, it just didn't feel like a great time to go expensive shoe shopping. So we didn't get them, but in the weeks following I was thinking a lot about them, and then when it got to like mid-August and we were starting to think about what I wanted for my birthday, JJ said, shall we go to the London store and try them on? So we went, but they didn't have them. They had them in black and in beige, but I really wanted this other colour, and I was really disappointed that they didn't have them. And JJ said, can you look for us like where you can get them as like another store? And so she looked for us, which is really kind, and she said that the only place that they had these shoes left in the entire world was Istanbul. And I was like, great. So I wrote them off in my mind, but, and this is just like the biggest coincidence in the entire world, and honestly, like, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, but 2 of mine and JJ's best friends were actually going to Istanbul like the week before my birthday. And at this point I'd kind of forgotten about them. Like, I was worrying about a big Flossy launch, about the shoot, like organising my birthday. There were so many other things I was thinking about that I didn't even register that our friends had gone to Istanbul, but JJ did. And so they kindly went to the Chanel store for us and got the shoes. It's just crazy. So not only will these shoes always obviously remind me of JJ, but also our friends, which is really nice. Like, a lot of effort and love went into acquiring these. Are you guys ready? Oh, I hope you like them. Oh my god, they're so perfect. Oh, they're just so me. They are the Chanel Mary Janes in ivory. They have little, you can't really see, but they have little teeny tiny pearls on the clasp and the little Chanel logo. I'm a Mary Jane girl, I really am, and I just couldn't think of a more perfect gift for my 30th birthday. Like, these are shoes that I will just love and cherish forever. I just think Mary Janes are so timeless. Like, they don't have an age. I can wear these now, I can wear these when I'm 50, 60, like, Mary Janes go with every age. I'm just gonna try it on for you. I don't know why, but Mary Janes also really remind me of Glinda in Wicked, which we're gonna talk about. Okay, I feel like there is absolutely no cute or flattering way for me to hoik my leg up to show you. But look how cute they are. So yes, they were all of my favorite presents. Coco also got me tickets to see Mean Girls, and we went like 3 days after my birthday together, and we had so much fun. Like, it was actually really good, better than I was expecting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that and you got a little taste of the old what I got for my birthday videos, and I hope you love my new shoes and my new clock and my necklace as well. Like, honestly, this is my absolute favorite thing, actually. Yes, I'm very, very lucky, very spoiled, very loved, which is the main thing, and I really felt that on my birthday. Like, wow, it was the perfect way to begin a new decade. Oh, and I forgot, Cinderella got me some chocolates from Selfridges, but obviously she's only teeny tiny, so she could only get me like 4 or 5 truffles, because this was the only size bag that she was big enough to carry. How precious. So guys, here is the beautiful cabinet that my parents bought and upcycled for me. Isn't it gorgeous? I was a bit worried about it being too big, but I think we did find a good spot for it. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen this before? I think I've shown it on TikTok, but this is Cindy's chaise to match my chaise. It's a cat scratcher and she is obsessed with it, but look how much she scratched it. Like, we really need to get a new one, but it is her birthday this month, so I think I'll treat her. But look how gorgeous. They painted it pink, put in this really lovely, like, leafy dark green wallpaper to match, like, the accents in my lounge, like my cushions, my chairs, and of course my actual massive plants. The only place that this could really fit in the room was here, and in the place I've had to basically move this trunk with my record player and my little mini Cindy that JJ got me from Santorini. So honestly, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this trunk because it's completely full with all of Cindy's stuff, like all of her toys, all of her things basically. So my mum did have the idea that I could just like sort through it, and I probably have way more than I actually need because all she really likes to play with is my buttons from this one coat that I have to keep buying from Depop and Vinted because the buttons are so specific and it's the only thing that she likes. Like, this is the reality of having a cat. She said that I could maybe fit all of Cindy's stuff into this Fortnum's basket because this Fortnum's basket can actually fit under the chaise. So I can hide that and then get rid of this trunk, which to be honest, I'm not that mad about because I've never really loved this trunk. Like, the gold glitter just looks a bit like greeny. I don't know, I won't be that sad to say goodbye to this trunk, so I think I can just about manage that. But the fun part now is to basically fill the cabinet, to accessorize the cabinet, and I have a few ideas of things I want to put inside. First of all, can you believe how lucky I was to find these glasses in HomeSense? I manifested them. I think they were a set of 4 and someone must have just bought one because there were only 3, but I bought them all and I was so thrilled. They are perfection, much too pretty to just go away in my usual cupboard. So I think I will put these in the cabinet. I also got this beautiful hat box, which again, just like made me scream. Internally in store, I just could not believe how pretty it was, but I think this is going to be too big, just like too wide to put in the cabinet, but I think my lingerie box will fit, and I'm very happy because I've been wondering what to do with this. Like, it's just too pretty to throw away. It's such a nice box with the ribbon and all of the gold, so it's just kind of been sat here on the chaise, and it's been bugging me a little bit, but I feel like this is actually the perfect shape to go in the cabinet. So I'm just gonna also go on like a little hunt of like cute things around my flat that I think would just like go nicely inside. And then of course I have to display the Disney clock. I think it will just look so nice. I'm too scared to even put this out on display because if you have a cat, you'll know, like sometimes they get the zoomies and they do crazy things, and I'm just terrified that she's gonna damage this or just like knock it off somewhere or knock the top bit off with Tinkerbell. So we'll definitely put this inside. Oh my gosh, my flat looks so chaotic in this shot, but like I actually love it. I love this as a filming spot. Okay, I've got the clock. I'm gonna put the clock in first. This, oh my gosh, isn't it just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Like, it's just amazing. And I feel like my mum said she thought I should put it on top of the cabinet, but I just like the idea of it being in the cabinet. Like, it's so special. It must be encased, you know, like the Enchanted Rose. It's an exhibition piece. Okay. Oh my god. Pride of Place. Oh my gosh, it's a perfect fit. It's literally like it was made for the clock. Okay, next I'm gonna do the glasses. I guess let's just put these on the second shelf for now. Oh, you see, this is why I actually need to vlog a bit more, you guys, because I don't think you've ever seen this. I did put it on my Instagram story briefly when I got it ages ago, but I feel like it's so easy to miss Instagram stories. But I got this teapot in a charity shop where my granny lives. She lives in like a really cute seaside town, and I'm telling you, places like that where there's actually a lot of like an older population, that is the place to find really, really cute stuff in charity shops, because often the stuff that like the older generation have, they have a lot of secondhand stuff from even older generations, so you can find some really good stuff. And when I saw this, I absolutely fell in love with it because it reminded me of Mary Poppins. It reminded me, first of all, because it has all the racehorses, but then also from Mary Poppins Returns, it reminds me of the Royal Dalton musical, the ball, the bowl, not the ball. It's not actually Royal Doulton, but it kind of looks like it, and it's got this beautiful pink lid, and I love it so much. So yeah, this needs like a good spot in the flat. It's kind of just been floating around on tables, so I think the cabinet's the good place for it. And then I thought maybe my cute little cherub candle. And then finally on the bottom shelf, I'm gonna pop the lingerie box. How cute is this? Like, how could you ever throw this away? Voila! Look how cute! I'm so happy. That looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the reflection is so bright, but how gorgeous does this look? Is the cherub too much, or do we keep the cherub? I mean, I can always add to this, but I feel like this is a really nice place to start. What do you think? What are we going to do with all of your toys? Shall we have a clear out? Or does Cindy only really care about one toy? This is it, by the way, guys. This is the button. It's from an old Topshop jacket. Like I said, I have to keep buying it from people on Vinted and Depop to satisfy her. Are you ready? This is really good. Cindy. Oh no. Woo! Oh my god, she went out of shot. I wish. Oh my god, I wish you would have seen that. She went all the way up to the ceiling. Woo! I love the cabinet. It looks so pretty. Like, I'm so happy. I was a little bit worried about having another piece of like furniture in here because it's already quite full and there's a lot going on in here, but I just love this room so much. It's my favorite room in the flat, and there is literally nothing I want to change. I really thought that after 3 years I might get a little bit bored and want to change something, but I just don't. Like, I think this room is perfect, but there are things I want to change in like nearly every other room in the flat. Like, nothing major, but just kind of boredom, touch-ups. Like, I want something a bit different, and I want the fun of doing it as well. But honestly, this room is the exception. Like, I just think it is perfect. Also, guys, I feel like I need to get something off my chest, and I have spoken about this with 2 of my best friends because they feel the exact same way as I do, and I feel like a lot of you might feel the same way. But I am feeling like irrationally weird about the Wicked film. Like, obviously I'm so excited about it, like beyond words. It's actually kind of like my dream that they are making a Wicked film, like not just 1 but 2. It's like my dream come true. Glinda is my favorite character probably of all time. Like, I first saw Wicked when I was 11, I think, and I remember looking at Glinda and thinking, like, that's me, or that's who I'm gonna be when I'm grown up. And anyone who knows Wicked and knows Glinda will probably agree that that is practically like very much like who I've become and who I've grown up to be. I can't tell you how many people, friends and family and followers, go and see Wicked for the first time and message me and say, oh my god, Freddie, it was literally like watching you. But my thing that's making me feel so weird is just seeing all of this like Wicked content online. Like, it's suddenly the biggest, most popular thing. And I'm not saying that Wicked was ever like niche. Obviously it's probably one of the most mainstream Broadway and West End musicals, but musical theatre is still pretty niche, like in the grand scheme of things, especially people who like are obsessed with it. And I think I'm just feeling a little bit like weirdly protective over it, like all of these influencers that don't really have an interest that I know of theatre or musicals doing all of these like Wicked reels and Wicked this and Wicked that, and I'm just like, oh my god, I just don't like it. I feel territorial over it. Like, it's for us. Like, Wicked is ours, the theatre kids, the musical girls and guys. It's so irrational and frankly pathetic. But yeah, I'm just feeling this kind of protectiveness and feeling territorial over this musical that's about to be super popular, and I'm just like, but it's mine! And when I say mine, I mean ours. You know, the people who have loved Wicked forever, not just because the biggest pop star of our time is in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Having said that, I'm very excited for it to come out. I just feel like it's going to be a big deal. Like, I need the best cinema, the best VIP seats, the best snacks. Like I need to go with my sister and with JJ and my best friend all at the same time. Like I don't know how we're gonna make this happen, but it's a big deal. So please comment down below and let me know if you think I'm crazy or if you kind of relate. I hope I'm not alone. Okay guys, I'm going to do a little run through of the latest Flossy collection. Lots of you will have noticed that I didn't do my usual sit down run through the whole collection video on YouTube when this came out in, was it September or October? And it was kind of honestly because when I did it in the summer for the summer collection, there was a little like small amount of backlash, just people saying, oh, she only comes onto YouTube when she wants to sell her brand, and oh, like I kind of get where those people are coming from because that was the only YouTube video I had posted in a really long time. But at the same time, it's just ignorant and it's so stupid and not well thought out, because the reason I'm posting those videos is for the people that want to watch them. I don't expect my whole audience to click on that video. I only expect the people who are interested in my brand, who want a little bit of reassurance and information on a dress before they spend £150 on it. And I know that my videos really help people feel like they can justify the purchases because I talk about the fabrics and the fits and like the process of how we made that piece perfect, rather than just saying here's a skirt, you know? So there is a reason that I do those videos, and I have decided that I am going to do it again for my next winter collection because I really feel like I should have done, and I really wish that I hadn't let those annoying people get to me. But I've learned my lesson and I am going to do it for the next one. Which, by the way, by the time this vlog comes out is probably going to be like a week away. I can't believe how quickly this year has gone, but the next collection is unbelievable. You are going to die, but I'm not even going to talk about that at all for now. I'm just going to talk you guys through the autumn winter ensemble in case you guys missed me talking about it before. Okay, now that's out of the way, I can show you guys the first outfit. If you couldn't already tell, I basically created my Freddie autumn winter uniform, but flossy and perfect. I was really unsure about doing a plain turtleneck because it kind of went against everything that I thought Flossy would be, which is very over the top, very different and unique, and obviously there's not that much visually that is that unique about a plain white turtleneck. But as those of you who really understand the brand will know, the ensemble line is supposed to be like the wardrobe staples, and everyone knows, because I've talked about it for like 1,000 years on YouTube, that a white or like off-white turtleneck is probably my #1 wardrobe staple in winter. So I wanted to make one, but I had to really think about why people would want to buy this one instead of literally any other white turtleneck on the market. So the thing that makes our one unique is the fabric composition. We went through so many combinations to get it just right. I really wanted cashmere, but 100% cashmere is not only crazy expensive, and I did not want to be charging you guys over £100 for a plain white turtleneck. I just didn't want to do it. And also cashmere does not last very well. Like I have several white cashmere turtlenecks in my wardrobe, and you have to hand wash them, which is a real pain, and the pilling and like wear and tear that happens on cashmere is real. Like they take basically a lot of maintenance, and I kind of just wanted this to be a low maintenance top that you could wear every day. So even though on the label it says dry clean only, we kind of just have to do that to protect ourselves in case somebody washes it wrong, or like their washing machine is bad and it gets ruined and they don't blame us basically. But I put this in the washing machine all the time. I do a 30-degree wash and dry cycle, and it's absolutely perfect. So we've blended some man-made fabrics like acrylic and nylon to make sure this is an actually like durable piece of knitwear that you can wear over and over again, that's not going to pill really badly, with lovely natural fabrics such as cashmere and even silk, just to give it that beautiful luxurious soft touch feel and lovely warmth. And the last thing about this, because I know it's kind of boring, but I really hate it when the necks on turtlenecks are too long and they either sit up way too high on your chin and you get makeup all over them, or you have to roll them more than once and then it kind of ends up a little bit chunky and like donutty around your neck. So we designed this one so it sits at like the perfect place on the neck, and it's not bulky, and it just looks seamless. Okay, now moving on to the Mary Jane skirt, which we literally sold out, I think, in just over 48 hours. It was absolutely crazy, and I should have expected it honestly, because years and years of hauls on YouTube, I have been going on and on about like not being able to find the perfect autumn winter skirt or pair of shorts. So that was obviously our goal with this, and we absolutely achieved it. I have barely taken this off since I got it in September. The best thing about it, of course, is the fact that it looks completely like a skirt, but it is in fact a skirt. So there's a pair of shorts underneath, which is just more secure, it's warmer, and they're also lined in this beautiful, like our signature satin, so they just feel very lovely on the skin and very luxurious. The fabric is this really lovely neutral toned brown herringbone that I think is just the most classic fabric. It never really goes out of style, and it's also so versatile. You can just wear it with any colour. We've got our signature flattering high waist, of course, and the reason why this took us so long to perfect was honestly like the shape and the fit. It was all about like the placement of the pleats, and even teeny tiny changes made such a difference. I wanted it to have the beautiful structured pleats because, you know, that's my favourite, but I kind of wanted it to still like be quite flat at the front and the back and not add any bulk in places that we don't want to add bulk, but to still have this beautiful like kind of skater, sticky out feminine shape that I feel like is so rare. And I'm telling you why. It's because it's very difficult to achieve. That's why you can't find it anywhere on the high street, because clearly no one can be bothered to go to this level of effort to create such a perfect shape. So I'm truly over the moon with this. We are restocking the Mary Jane skirt, so we did a pre-order, and once those pre-orders are shipped out, we're going to do a full restock on the website, but I don't know the exact date, so just keep an eye on the page. But yeah, this honestly guys is an absolute must-have. I promise you, you will just want to wear it every single day. And of course we've got a little flossy touch with the little pearl button on the mock pocket. Okay, next we have the Gabrielle set, which is the jacket and the skirt. I've just got it on with the Tate knit. Another thing I should have mentioned about the Tate knit is that it's not white, it's kind of like an off-white, and the reason that we did that is because lots of you may notice that in lots of our flossy like dresses and ensemble pieces, we rarely use white. We kind of use like an off-white, so it just means that the Tate knit is very versatile and can be worn with lots of our existing flossy pieces like the Coco dress, the Coco top, the Kelly shorts. You could wear it under your Audrey dress, you could wear it with your Cindy dress, your Cornelia dress, your Cornelia cape. White is very, very hard to pair with stuff, but off-white is the easiest thing ever. So I know lots of people, when they saw this, let out squeals of delight that we'd actually brought something out with black on it. And it's so funny because I literally vowed, like my first ever Flossy development meeting, I was like, guys, the colour black is banned. We're not doing it. We're never going to do it. And I have obviously had to eat my words. I started out with just a little trim to kind of ease me in, but as you guys know, I am becoming more accustomed with the colour black and seeing its grace. So watch this space is all I will say. But guys, the Gabrielle set, it's just my dream. It's perfection. First of all, I don't need to tell you guys, like I always use good fabrics. I always make the pieces thick and soft, like they're not going to feel like something you can get from Zara. Like I just promise you that. So the fabric is this gorgeous, soft, luxurious boucle, and we've got the black velvet trim. So the skirt fit-wise is basically an exact copy of the Coco skirt from the spring ensemble. We just got the best feedback from that skirt in terms of the way that it sat on people and the way that it fit their bodies. We just decided to do a complete copy and paste on the fit, so you know exactly what you're getting. I wear a small and I feel like it's very, very true to size. And I just love the details on the jacket. You've got this gorgeous oversized soft Peter Pan collar and the beautiful black velvet bow, which lots of people have asked if it's detachable or not. And it's actually not, which is really good feedback for the future if that's something that people would have preferred. But honestly, what I've been telling people is it's only holding on by 2 little stitches. And if you wanted to snip this off, it really wouldn't like affect the look of the jacket. And then you could wear it without the bow. And if you felt like wearing the bow, you could just pin it on, maybe with like a little safety pin. And then you could make it detachable, if that makes sense. But at the moment, it's fully attached. And then we've got these gorgeous gold flossy buttons that we've used on a dress before. I think we used these on the Eloise dress. Let me check. Yes, it's the same buttons, and guys, I just think it's the most classic, sophisticated, but still like young and feminine and chic outfit. You can wear it with black tights, which is always a plus. I've been wearing it a lot with like some sheer black tights and these little ankle strap ballet flats, or some little black heeled Mary Janes, or black over the knee boots. Also, a couple of times I've worn just the jacket with my black boucle mini skirt from And Other Stories that I got last year. I just grabbed it so I could show you guys, but this looks super cute as well. Like, I love the contrast. Also with like a black turtleneck underneath, looks super chic. It's also really warm, but yes, I absolutely love it, and this has sold really well for us. In fact, oh my god guys, I've just realised by the time that I put this video up, we will probably be in the middle of our Black Friday sale, and I think we're doing 30% off everything except for our new collection, which you guys haven't seen yet. That won't be included, but all of these pieces that I'm showing you now will be included, and the Gabrielle set has sold really well, so make sure you guys take advantage of our Black Friday offer because it's pretty amazing. And finally guys, we have the beautiful Jackie dress. We did name this after Jackie Kennedy. We were just looking at it when it was done. We were like, who does this look like? Well, I think it looks like Jackie Kennedy. I think it's this kind of slight 60s retro but very sophisticated vibe that it has. It's so beautiful. I feel like this dress is just so wearable when you want something that's kind of like low effort. You're not dressed up, but it's just like an elevated everyday. It's simple, but I just think it's so chic and incredibly flattering, where we've used these kind of like exaggerated seams stitched on the outside instead of the in. It just creates these gorgeous lines on the body that just do so much. I love the fabric covered buttons. We've also got that detail on the cuff as well, and it's kind of got like this little taper. It's all just the small things. There's a little gathering in the shoulder there to make it really ultra feminine, and again give like the shoulders a nice boxy shape. What else? I mean, the colour is gorgeous. It's again a really lovely neutral off-white that's just super versatile, compare with everything. We've used our beautiful signature satin lining as well, so it just feels ultra luxurious, and it just has such a beautiful kind of like tailored flattering fit. It's a sort of skater, but it's not exaggerated, so I feel like it's still very sophisticated and grown up and quite professional as well, but just giving that like feminine flossy flair. So the Jackie dress is £90 full price, and then with our 30% off Black Friday discount, that makes it £63, which honestly guys is a crazy steal. Like, just look how gorgeous this dress is. Oh my gosh, and I think we're also doing multi-buy, so that means that if you buy more than one item, you get an extra 10% off on top. And I think that we're even doing up to 50% off on some of our older stock dresses. So it's basically the biggest sale we have ever done. I hope you guys enjoyed that little try on. Please do let me know which your favourite piece is in Ensemble, and also what more Ensemble pieces you would like to see next year, because we are obviously in the middle of developing them, which is very exciting, and I love to hear your feedback. So guys, I'm going to say bye for now as it's starting to get dark, but I really hope that you've had a lovely day with me. It's been lovely to catch up, and I really feel like spend some time together. There's stuff that I wanted to show you, my Flossy collection, my birthday stuff, and you know, it's just been really nice. So I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I will see you soon, I promise. There's stuff that I want to vlog, there's stuff going on, like I said, projects in the flat and little things here and there that I do really want to share. So I won't leave it as long next time, I promise. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.